What is something that women consistently undervalue about themselves that you find? What is like a
How
common theme?
badass they are.
Probably how capable they are,
Yeah.
to put it another way, that they are capable of doing these things and taking challenges in their business on.
Yeah, or how other people see them too, like see them as a professional, as
Imposter is real.
Welcome back to the Open House Podcast, where we tell real stories about business and life. I'm your host, Ben Robitaille, and
I'm Richard Thompson.
And we pull back the curtain on what entrepreneurship is really like. Each episode, we sit down with entrepreneurs from every corner of the community, hear about their journeys, the wins that felt amazing, the challenges that nearly broke them, and the lessons they've picked up along the way. Today, we have some great guests, right, Richard?
Yeah, today we're joined by two women who are redefining what it means to build a community through business. First up, we have Jess, a full-time realtor, full-time hockey mom of three, somehow juggling family, clients, and creativity all at once. She's also the co-founder of Elle Social, a women's networking group bringing connection, education, and inspiration to female entrepreneurs all over the community. When she's not selling homes or hosting events, you'll find her traveling, writing, or building the world's most elite charcuterie boards. And beside her is her close friend, Courtney, a retired esthetician turned serial entrepreneur who built and sold two successful businesses before most people picked a career path. With a heart for beauty, wellness, and bold leadership, she's a purpose-driven feminist using strategy and storytelling to help women show up with confidence. Whether it's mentorship, branding, or well-timed spa day, she is all about helping women thrive. Thanks so much. It's nice to have some guests that love women as much as us, maybe even more.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It feels nice to be introed because normally we're introing others.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, as you know, it's amazing to give a platform to other people, but you make it easy because you did all the things that created that intro, and that's what we're going to talk about. So we're stoked.
Great.
How did you guys feel when we asked you for the first time to come on?
I was excited.
I was like, I think I was in my car in the Georgian Mall, Richard, when you called, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure. And in my head, I was like, oh no, I don't know about this, but I know it's Courtney's dream to be on a podcast.
I just love podcasts.
So I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do
Is this your first?
This is my first. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
Honored.
Yeah.
Honored. Yes.
Very excited.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm curious, how did you guys meet?
Actually, it was through the women's networking.
Yeah.
So originally, way before Elle, I was doing events under a different name by myself, which was challenging enough. And I needed a space. Midland, Penetang area does not have a lot of event spaces. And I wanted one that was ideally owned by a woman. And I knew of Courtney through the grapevine. I know her sister. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I know there's somebody out in the harbor that owns a restaurant and has a great space. And we met there and it was like instant connection. She's on the same page. Had a couple events there and I was like, so you want to do this with me? And then we, took off and here we are today. So that was about, Queen's Key.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Queen's Key. I'm so wrong about that every single time.
It's
For the
spelled
last 5 years.
Quay. It's definitely spelled Quay.
A universal mix-up, I think.
It is. Yeah. We named it that
So
because
what-
it was, it's the quay side. So it's the water side.
Right. So what does that conversation sound like, Jess, when you're asking her, hey, do you want to be my partner? Is it like asking someone out on a date? How does that feel?
Yeah, I was kind of nervous she would be like, no, I'm way too busy. Because at that time, we'd only known each other a few months. And even though we hit it off and it was like easy friendship, it's like, oh, does she want to do anything beyond events? Is she just happy to have them hosted here and have people come to the restaurant? Does she want, it was a lot of unknowns. But she was so enthusiastic from day one. So I was like, okay, she's probably going to say yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like asking out on a date. Fear of rejection. A little bit of giddy, but your fear of rejection is still there.
Oh, totally. It's just a constant life hazard.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
What she doesn't know, though, or what she didn't know, she knows now, was that I had been looking for something like this, like what we've created, what she had started. And so it was just like, oh my God, the universe is just paying attention and it's all kind of worked out perfectly.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like when it happens naturally like that.
So tell us a little bit more about this creation. So you've got, I'll let you guys explain because I won't be able to do anything justice here. But Yeah. Tell us about it.
Sure.
Like, what does Elle Social represent? What do those meetings look like? And what kind of power have you guys seen so far?
So the definite goal was in the beginning, and I think still remains the underlining current, is to bring women from all walks of business, whether they're entrepreneurs, self-employed, working for a business, working their way up the kind of corporate ladder, together where they can just discuss business, but also life, whether you have kids or you don't have kids, or you're in business or like we all deal with the same kinds of things in the business side and personal side, and to bring us together doing fun stuff and not just like the boring,
What's fun stuff? Tell me about the fun stuff.
And pretty.
fun and like encouraging to get
Yeah.
people out.
Good vibes.
Because it's very easy to fall into your work and your home life, whatever that looks like, and just forget about, the business can be fun. Making business connections can be fun. That was the underlying goal.
And also like a great way to meet people, to meet other women in business, to
Yeah.
meet people, I'm 41. It's like, how do you meet new people these days? How do you make new friends?
How do you make friends?
So
Yeah.
if they don't ask you to be a partner, I don't know how I'm going to make new friends.
And that was a big thing for me too, is before I met Courtney and this what we have now with Elle Social got the ball rolling. I was a independent realtor. I wasn't on a team, and I had 2 under 4, a brand new baby, and I was so
Gosh.
so lonely for companionship, but that could stimulate my business ideas and have like conversations and not just be kids, like. So that was, a big motivator too, to get out there. And meeting friends is so hard as an adult. I don't know if it's like that for men.
Is it?
Yeah.
No,
for
is
men?
it? Is it hard to make friends as an adult male?
I mean, I don't want to speak for Richard, but I'd say yes.
Yeah.
Like beyond like surface level. Like, hey, bro, catch the game last night? Yeah, totally. Right. Like to have like actual like deep, meaningful conversations, including feelings. Yeah, I think that's rare.
Yeah.
I think it's
Richard?
again, like dating as an adult, right? Like if you've been married for a long time too, you don't do a whole lot of dating, so you're out of
No.
touch with how to make those connections, get deep, get vulnerable, right? Like even me and Ben, how we met, it was a little bit business right at the beginning. I cold called him and we kind of made a bit of a connection. But then, as you know, between you two, you start talking about the things you have in common, your motivations, and then it kind of just spirals from there. And next thing you know, you're making a podcast and getting deep on those emotions and things like that. But so much value in it, so needed. I think when you have kids, I agree with the loneliness. I did a 6-month pat leave, and you are isolated on an island with a couple kids, and you just become a kid, and then you have to go back to adults, and it's hard. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's hard for all of us. These things are great, right? That's why Elle Social is so good, because it creates a space where people know they're going there to meet people, to get a little bit closer.
Yeah. Breaks that
super
ice
important.
too, where you kind of mask it with business.
Yeah.
Like really it's your friends. But,
let's come hang out.
but really it's business. So it could be a write-off, but also, breaks that ice a little bit for a lot of women, especially who maybe would never get out there to come make friends, event. They'd be like, oh, but when it's business, it's a little bit more of you get that mask you can put on.
I think too, because of it being business, that women feel like they can go there alone.
Yeah.
And they're going to find people who are also there alone. And then you end up, talking to each other, and then you kind of build connections that way. So it's less intimidating, I think, because it's a little bit business more related.
That's fair.
You're walking into a party by yourself. You're
Right.
walking into somewhere where other people are going to be there doing the same thing.
Right. And so at these meetings, do you feel like there's like common themes or like I guess like maybe like similar issues that come up like across a wide range of industries like that you guys like talk about and like can relate on?
Definitely.
Yeah. We do a variety of different events, from, casual breakfast once a month where it's just show up, or more structured events where we're featuring somebody in the community that has something to share, teach us. But when we do those casual ones, or like our speed networking or just general ones, we do get a better chance to talk to women across the community. And yeah, it seems to be a lot of Similar issues with time management, I'd say,
Mhm.
is a huge one between business and home, personal life, social
Finances.
media. That's always
Social
a
media,
fun
big
one.
time, yeah.
Like how they can even just figure it out because it's changing every week, every
Yeah.
day. And finances
Finances
is
for
a big one as
Mhm.
well. Our
Employees.
employees, people that are growing their business and getting to that
Mhm.
pickup. But yeah, I'd say social media lately and finances are usually like big ticket items. Whenever we do a finance event, it sells
Mhm.
out, is packed.
Every time.
So
Who doesn't
yeah,
wanna talk about money?
me.
How to
I'm
make
just
it?
kidding. How to make
Right.
To make
Yeah.
it on stuff.
but people do, and they know they need to.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a lot of themes that we're all feeling and get the conversation started.
Nothing makes people feel more insecure or anxious than money. Um, I think a business plan for mine is to kind of create like a financial counseling business where a couple can come and sit in my office with all their financial documentation and we go through it together and just have an open forum. Because sometimes people, even in relationships, can't communicate or agree, right, on the financial side of things. So it's nice to have someone that's bipartisan, give them a little bit of advice and walk through and give them some experience. Because perspective is what's missing there, right? You don't know what other people are doing. No one talks about it. There's shame. So that's why you see those events take off because people are just unsure, right? They want information, they want help. Nice that you guys can do that. Yeah.
People are scared to be judged about the money, where they're spending it, where there's whatever, like all
Yeah.
that. There's so much judgment about money, status, stuff like that. So I think that's why it's just tricky in general. I think I like talking about money. We want to do a money talks table we were talking about. We got to figure that out.
Probably. I can't
Yeah.
remember right now. And like there's a lot we want to do.
There's a lot.
Oh God, where is that one?
But I think
It's so hot.
sorry, go
Go
ahead.
for it.
I was just to say we need to like take away the shame and let people feel comfortable talking about it. At least if you're in a safe space, which is what we're trying to create. Safe space where
Right.
we talk about stuff. It doesn't need to leave where we are necessarily, but we're able to have honest conversations with other people in business about, what does payroll look like? What do your taxes look like? Like, here's how we don't spend this much money on this and whatever, things like that. I just think it's good to be able to talk about it because how else are we going to learn?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's a generational thing to an extent? Because do you feel like younger folks are more inclined to talk about like pretty openly about finances, or
I don't
no?
know because I feel like I'm young.
Yeah, what do you
But
mean?
I'm not sure. I don't you know what? Where wasn't there was somebody, I can't remember where I met her. She's just finishing up high school or in high school. She's either a volunteer on one of my kids' hockey teams or she was somebody we know's kid, but
Okay.
she's talking about how frustrating it was even in high school now that they're not doing
Mm.
the practical math, the practical financing courses.
Right.
They're still not doing that? Like, what? So who knows? I mean, I think it's generational for sure between, my parents would never talk about money the way I do.
Same.
So I'm hoping that my children
Slowly getting
slowly get better.
Right.
There's like this universal talk right now about like people not being able to afford things. And so young people are hearing all this and they don't want to mess up, right? Like first time buyers right now, they don't want to be house poor. They don't want to mess up. And so they're going about finding those answers, whether it's coming to a realtor, going to Elle Social, these type of events, coming to someone like myself and just getting security and confidence. So they're going about it a different way. They're not afraid to
Yeah.
ask, maybe even using AI to some degree to help support that.
Yeah.
I think it is a changing narrative. People just don't want to mess up. There's no room for error, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just ambition in your career options in the younger generation fuels obviously financial success. But
Mhm.
the jobs that some of the younger kids people have now, like I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I doing with my life? Why
Yeah.
didn't I could have done that. But there's a lot more flexibility and that's encouraging, I think, for people to go out there and find their niche of employment, whether they find it or create it and get that success. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
exciting.
cool. I think Elle Social represents maybe more towards women, but exactly what we want this podcast to be is an influence for people to get out there, follow their passions, do the things that are going to help the community find their market. So I think it's a perfect match for you guys to come on here and talk about it.
Awesome.
I even for my wife and maybe even for Ben's wife, like these things are great messages. They're not to
Yeah, Emily, Richard's wife's in our book club.
Yeah.
And I think she's come to a few events or she
Mhm.
tried to one time, but yeah, so it's nice. Ben, we'll have to see yours out.
Yeah. You guys will have to rope her in because she usually, doesn't listen to me, but like for good reason. The track record is not great.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to recruit her for your book club. I told her that Emily was in it and to come out because she is a
Yeah.
reader.
Now, in the book club, just curious, is it like, I don't know about you guys, smut is huge in our household right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd fit right in then. Wow.
Mhm.
Great. Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
We read a variety
She,
of stuff. Yeah.
We do.
okay.
Yeah,
We
for
read a
sure.
variety, and it's all women. It's not tied to Elle, it's just personal, but
Mhm.
kind of brings
Right.
the same elements, right? Everybody gets to have their say on what we're reading. We're actually reading one of Emily's picks right now.
Yeah.
I think it's a horror book.
Yeah, she said a thriller.
Okay.
Thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've
That
been all
means
over
she
the
hasn't
place.
read it yet.
I haven't, but I am saving it for like this week because I have to remember what happened.
I'm only
right?
like I'm
Really,
only
Right.
like
Some
the
other
chapters in.
twists, right? But we read a variety of stuff, and so yeah.
But no, there are advantages definitely as being the husband of a person who does read smut.
Yes.
Because, sometimes those chapters come along and it's like, hey,
Like, what you doing?
Yeah.
I'm available.
It's so
So
good.
good.
Cool. Maybe we'll join the
Yeah.
book club. It's probably female
We'll
exclusive,
start your
obviously.
own.
Yeah.
Richard's like,
Yeah.
oh crap, what are they talking about?
Nice. Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
been in a book club, but I can imagine being I don't know. I like it for Emily. I'm happy that she gets to go do that stuff because she reads all the time. But the value of going to a place where other people are reading and you get to talk about it, and then you talk for 20 minutes about the book, and then you don't talk about the book for anymore, and you go and do your own thing and have more fun. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So good for you guys.
Back to the connection and meeting it. Like book club is the original women's networking group, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so right.
And I feel like as dads in 2020, 2025 still, whew, it's important for us to like have time alone with the kids and like be the parent. 'Cause I like my wife too, like we have an 18-month-old. My wife just went back from maternity leave like not too long ago. And for that year, like, yes, you're involved and active, but like you're very much the backup quarterback on the team.
Yes.
Like my wife's running the show. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. But it's nice to like. And I feel like you bond more with your kids too. Like it's nice to be the primary person for an extended period of time, and like for mom to have a break, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm pushing her at the door half the time. Like, go have fun. Like, I got
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Like, whatever. Don't worry. Why are you guilty about leaving? Like, they're all good.
Good. We love supportive husbands, so that's awesome.
That's
Woo.
us.
Yeah. So is the book club open invite, or like if people are listening and they live in the area, can they just like straight up join, or is this like, is there like a quiz?
It's not a quiz, but it's not
Okay.
necessarily tied to Elle. It's just a group of, I posted it one day and
Mhm.
I had said, oh, it's actually on my goal list for 2025 to start and be in a book club. And here we are.
Okay.
So it's kind of a group
Goals
of,
achieved.
we already knew, we knew most of them. Can't speak for everybody because it's kind of it's a diplomatic club. But if you are
Right.
in the Midland area and super interested in books and don't know where to start, you can reach out to me or Courtney on our Instagram.
Mhm.
We're pretty,
I think social
Give it
event
up,
would be like
and
a
maybe
place.
we'll make an L book club.
yeah, maybe.
That could be fun.
Right. Yeah, and if somebody wants to get involved with Elle Social, what best avenue? Hit you up on socials, or
Yeah, probably just
Mhm.
Instagram. We promote our upcoming events and just, lifestyle stuff on there, but they can always send us a message and we'll update them on what's coming. And then, just grab a ticket and come out. We have people that come alone and don't leave, they leave knowing people or
Mhm.
groups that come. We have people that, come now with women they've met at their first Elle event. So
I always love that.
don't ever,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's really exciting to see and regular faces. But I'd say just come out and show up and know that, if you don't know anyone, you know us now.
Yep.
And
That's cool. I have a question regarding this. So, through all the, like, how long has Elle Social been going? Like, how long have you guys been doing that?
we've been doing Elle for 2.5 years, but we've been doing events for women. The same similar premise. This is a little bit
About
behind the
4
scenes
years.
structured differently, about 4 years.
Okay. And what's like a common theme or like a consistent, like, what is something that women consistently undervalue about themselves that you find? What is like a
How
common theme?
badass they are.
Great answer.
Probably
Preach.
probably how capable they are,
Yeah.
to put it another way, that
Mhm.
they are capable of doing these things and taking challenges in
Mhm.
their business on. Um, and their the other thing that just popped in my head. What do the women undervalue?
I think capability.
Cap- Yeah, on a grand scheme of things.
Yeah, or how other people see them too, like see them
Perception.
as a professional, as
Imposter.
it's real.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think imposter syndrome happens in every entrepreneur, like regardless of gender. You're going about things, you're promoting yourself, but then you have to follow up with that preach, right? You have to do good work. And so sometimes you get into question, especially if things aren't going, because you guys know it can be turbulent, especially when you start. You get in your own head whether you deserve it or whether this is the right thing or you're doing the right stuff. Yeah, exactly. That self-doubt, it's always there. So you guys see that, and like if you could share maybe a message that you would say to a woman that is maybe undervaluing how badass she is, let's say, how do you empower that woman? What is something you would say to her?
Oh my gosh.
I
So many
mean, there's so
things.
many. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like you could say the cliche, like don't give up. These usually more like motivational in like the fluffy good way. Like say fluffy, but like she'll like, like.
Yeah, I think
And
you can
I'm
do
like the
anything.
practical person. Like we had
Anything.
somebody at a breakfast the other day stressed their business is not progressing as quickly as they'd like, but it's
Mhm.
very new. It's very new and
Brand new.
don't give up. Keep trying. Do this. And I'm sitting there being like, okay, well, what, I'll break down the practical aspects and be like, okay, well, you need to do this, but you need to give this time. Have you tried this? Have you called this? And so, giving the motivation, but
Mhm.
also, okay, well, what's the next practical thing you can do? Like,
Mhm.
don't sit here and cry to me. Let's do something about
Let's
it.
fix it.
Yeah. Whining, what I say to my kids, whining is not going to solve the problem.
Yeah.
So
So I
true
wouldn't
for
tell a
for
woman
adults
to
too.
sit whining, but I'd say like,
Yeah.
let's talk through this and find a plan because otherwise,
Also to know that like they're not alone. We've all felt like that. I mean, we still do sometimes.
Yeah.
Like even coming on to this, the 3 things about yourself. I'm like, oh God, I don't know. I've got nothing exciting about myself. I have no idea what to say. And I said to you earlier, I was like, I messaged my mom. I'm like, Mom, I need 3 things. And she just like right away, like sends you all
ask
these
people.
things. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
We did this. I was gonna say the activity we did at one of our networking events
On the back.
On the back.
Oh.
Everybody got a piece of paper taped to the back.
Mhm.
And I think there was about like 25 women there. And you went around the room and wrote something on the paper about the person that was there. And some of these people you've never met before, you
Mhm.
have no idea. But then everybody got to take their paper home. And there was things like, people that knew me were like, oh, you're an amazing this,
Mhm.
or I love that you are so this. People that have never met me were like, nice shoes, but it's all positive encouragement. And we have people being like, that was the best networking thing I've ever
so
done.
good.
Leaving knowing that like most of the times people are thinking positive things about you.
Mhm.
Unless you're like a real
Oh, we're our
asshole.
own worst critic.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right.
But yeah, we're the hardest we're harder on ourselves than anybody is ever going to be on us.
Yeah.
So I think that's real too. I do really love that activity. That's hanging in my office.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh.
It's a good one.
It's like a personal affirmation you can look at and you just feel
Yeah.
good. You want to go do a challenging task, you look at that piece of paper, you get that reminder, that boost up, and then you can walk a little taller, right? That's awesome.
Absolutely. Kind of remind you who you are.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think where do you guys see, doing things, events like that type of stuff? What are some things you guys want to try in Elle Social? You guys got any crazy ideas, any big grand plans?
Courtney is very ambitious with Elle Social and in life, like with her businesses and business plans. And she probably has like 10 business ideas in her pocket right now.
We want to do like a big event. My goal is to do a retreat. I have like 2, there's a couple, but a weekend retreat of some kind where you go, you disconnect, but you're with a bunch of amazing women. We learn things, we do some yoga, we, reflection, all that kind of stuff. So that's fun. And then we want to do just like a day, sort of like a conference, but not like your average stuffy, boring conference.
Or like a full day workshop where
super fun. There's like maybe a bit of activity in it. There's some really cool people. Maybe you get a mimosa in the morning. I don't know, or whatever. Like it comes up, and like you can have a beautiful latte. We have a really great dinner. Like just lots of I just feel like if you're in a nice space with like really nice like cool things, it's just easier to like feel good and motivated and want to do more.
Yeah.
Vibes
Everybody
are
has
vibes.
a nice party.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm sure we've all been to many conferences and get there and like, I could use a mimosa.
Yeah.
I can't think of a time where I couldn't use a mimosa, to be honest.
Fair.
Yeah.
I do take you for a mimosa drinker for sure, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Good. We love
Maybe even
them.
like a hard Shirley Temple or something too.
A dirty Shirley, we call them.
Oh,
Dirty Shirley, right?
Sure.
that's terrible.
You can come to the pub and order one.
Perfect.
Which we have, of course. All of us have been to Flynn's, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. No, Guinness on tap. I tangent here. I didn't like Guinness for the longest time. And then somebody just switched my mindset, if you will, on Guinness. They're like, just pretend it's not like sludge. Like drink it like you would like a regular beer. And I did. And like for some reason it just like flipped a switch in my head and I was like, I need this every day for the rest of my life now.
Guinness is heavy, but it's not heavy.
Mhm.
It's not even
No.
It's easier to drink than a beer. You're not going to get.
Not very carbonated.
Yeah, there's no carbonation in Guinness. It's done with nitrogen, so it's not
Right.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And iron, it's good for you, and less calories than a regular beer. There you go.
Right?
Even more reason. Dude, we needed more reason to drink Guinness. We got
Right.
more.
There you go.
And then like you got to split the G too, right? Like you start.
You have to do it right.
Right.
Do it right. Some people cheat. They like.
Yes.
It's got to be on the G exactly.
Yeah, I need more practice, so
Okay.
might have to take a stroll down the street to Flynn's in the near future.
This might hurt to hear, but I went to Ben's to watch a hockey game, and he supplied me with a non-alcoholic Guinness in a can.
It was a mistake.
I brought that up.
It was a mistake.
We're all just cringing. We were just like,
bought it by
thing?
mistake or gave it to him by mistake?
Well, okay.
You bought it with curiosity.
I feel the need to defend myself here.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm a sucker for packaging. Like if something looks cool, like I want to try it. And so like I've tried like the non-alcoholic Corona. I was like, oh, pretty close. I can get behind this. The packaging for the non-alcoholic Guinness is like it's like your traditional looking Guinness, but then it's got like a hint of blue behind it that like looks really good. So I was like, you know what? I got to try this.
Did you like it?
And then I just happened to come over.
No, I didn't like it.
Okay.
I wanted to. I really wanted
Guinness
to.
in a can is already not as good as tap. We all know that.
Right.
But to be non-alcoholic, we drank it.
There was just, I can't quite put it was just a little off.
Yeah.
Well,
you weren't sitting in a pub while you're drinking it. That's why it was.
Well, that's
part of the flavor.
Has a lot to do with it too. Yeah.
I will say, yeah, go for it.
No, go ahead.
I was going to tell Courtney about her epic spice bag on the menu.
There
with a lawyer having lunch, and I was like, he's like, I'm going to get a spice bag. I'm like, what is this thing? Like, I'm thinking like food in a bag or something. I don't know. And
what is it?
It's like a chicken. It's got some peppers and stuff on it, I think, and some onions. I don't know, maybe not onions.
Crispy chicken.
You dip it in like
peppers, onions. Yeah.
So good. And you have like a curry on the side, and you dip it, or you can pour it on like a poutine, basically, and killer.
That is good. Traditionally, it actually is served in a bag because it's an like Irish food, takeout. Right? Yeah, it's usually you get it at like the Chipper in Ireland. So it's actually one of their number ones like takeout things that sells. So I was like, we got to try this. So put it out. And I'm like, you don't want to eat out of a bag in the pub. So.
Well, I ordered a spice bag. If it shows up in a bag, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, all right, let's do it.
Gotta find the right size bag.
Give you some feedback on that.
Sure, I'll take it.
I thought maybe it was shaken in a bag or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, it should be.
Right. Cool.
So I'm always curious with people who like, run their own businesses, that kind of thing. Like, what does I'm going to put it in quotation marks here, your 9 to 5 look like? Like, what's a tip? I know there's no typical day. What's a typical day look like?
You guys can both answer, whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, please.
I know what mine's
You probably
supposed to
have way
look
more
like.
structure than I do.
I know what like the partners at my work are like, this is what your day should look like. Or if they're watching this. And I really do try to like adhere to that. We're,
right.
We're as a realtor, because while Elle is a big part of my life, it's not the money maker. I mean, and Ben, you know this is okay. Lead gen in the morning and business in the afternoon. But like, it's so difficult sometimes, especially with kids. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I should be doing. I do try. I'm more motivated and more energized in the morning, but I'm not a morning person.
Same. I'm not a morning
But my
person either.
mornings, so it's usually taking care of a lot of like just outreach and follow up and making sure my plans for the day and engaging with clients is there. And then the afternoon, a lot of maybe showings or, running around what needs to be done kind of away from the desk. And then for the rest of the day, I'm at the arena every day.
Right. Right. Do you have like a cot set up there or like you just
I should.
She knows
Portable
what
bed. They just pop up.
right? Yeah.
my
Yeah, I could
day.
see it being hard to have a typical 9 to 5 when you have 3 kids. I just can't imagine.
It is. It's
Like
more
I
of
see it with 2. I see it
Yeah.
with 2, but like 3, you just another variable I can't even imagine.
it's just exhausting. And even sometimes, you're working. I know that I'm working a couple hours in the evening doing showings or whatever. So it's like, oh, like I'll take some hours off in the morning and I'm like, maybe I'm just doing something else. So it's every day to day. You just got to do your best.
Right. I like that.
What we could do.
Your best. Yeah.
Yeah. And what about
So for a pub owner, how does that look,
Yeah.
Courtney?
9 to 9.
It's different. Yeah. I mean, the pub is open later, so I can't really, I don't think I ever turn my brain off about work. But it's pretty kind of all over the place, to be honest. Sometimes I work out 3 times a week, so I do that, and then I go to the pub after, do some office stuff. We have an event tonight. We have a fundraiser, so I'm able to like do this kind of thing, and then I know I'll be at the pub for the rest of the night tonight. I have some really great people who work for me, so they make it easier, and a supportive husband, so that's great. But yeah, it just really depends, honestly. I'm a calendar person, so every appointment, everything goes into my phone, and I just check it the night before, kind of like, okay, what's happening tomorrow? And then I just
Right.
go from there. I'm pretty fly by the seat of my pants.
It's hard not to be reactive. Like you want to be proactive when you can. That's what the calendar's for. Anyone that listening that wants to be an entrepreneur or is struggling, your calendar is your best friend. Use it. Do not
100%.
even forget. You got to put it in as soon as you have a plan. It's got to go in. That's how you hold yourself accountable. But yeah, reactive when you own a pub, anything can happen, right? Like you got to be ready.
Well, it's 2 water heater tanks this week. I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
I'll be
spontaneous.
something.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys. I feel like the calendar is like is very helpful, especially like, you check it the night before, but then like also being flexible with it because like shit happens. Like stuff comes up and you're like,
Mhm.
okay, well, I guess I can't, do this today. So where can we take the block and move it, somewhere else? Yeah. So
It's like your Bible, right? It's your life. It's right there in your calendar. There's your life.
yes, I like I said, my computer died and I've been without my calendar for 3 days and I'm just starting to catch my breath again because it's
Crash and
just
burning.
been awful. Like, yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? I don't, oh God. Yes, but like one of the calendars wasn't syncing. And then like, yeah, I got a little fluey. Like it's just been it's been Murphy's Law this week. Everything that could have happened has happened, but we're getting through it.
Good.
It's going to happen no matter what. You're going to get to the end of the week.
Yes. Toddlers and daycare and illness, just like, love each other.
Started.
Right?
You're getting that recipe.
Yeah.
One thing about the pub, you got some cool events going on. You do karaoke, music bingo. That seems to be a sticker for a while.
Yeah, music bingo is so much fun.
Mhm.
I encourage you to try that if you guys haven't been.
What?
Yeah,
It's
music,
so
yeah,
fun.
it's so fun. My
Yeah.
husband hosts all of that stuff. He does our quiz every Monday, makes them all up like it's not some, just off the internet quiz. Like he's put a lot of time and effort into our quizzes. And the music bingo is Fridays, karaoke Saturdays. It's always a good time. Yeah. We're actually doing the music bingo tonight for a fundraiser that we're doing for local guys.
Cool. Curious. I saw it there. Well, last time I was there eating, I saw like a post about it or something, and I was like, "How do you do that? How do you play that?"
So
And I
it's
was
bingo,
wondering
but
if
they
you,
play, instead of calling a number, it's a song. A song plays.
Like a clip of a song.
Nice.
Just
Yeah.
dab it. You either have it on your card or don't,
Mhm.
and then
Super fun.
bingo.
Mhm.
It is
does
fun.
he get hired for events? Could you hire him for an event like outside of Flint's to do that?
Absolutely, yeah.
I was thinking that for sale in Georgian Bay, they've been doing trivia there the last few years.
No,
We could
I
do
was
music
at the Christmas
bingo
party,
instead.
right? I'm like, what are we gonna do? We had a magician last year,
Yeah,
which
they had
was
the
cool.
magician, right. That was good.
Nice.
Reach out.
Richard, you and I should hit up some karaoke.
You should.
We talked about this on our last with Sherelle and Chrissy. We were like, what's your go-to karaoke song? I thought about it after too. You know, it's a good one. Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. I don't know if you guys know that one.
Yeah.
I was listening
Right.
the other day and I'm like, this is the karaoke song. Oh, I was literally in my kitchen singing it. What about you guys? What's your go-to on karaoke?
No.
I did karaoke.
What?
No, that's not
No.
true. Okay, when I'm from here, but I lived in Toronto for 12 years, and so we do like the Korean karaoke where you've got a room, like a private
Ooh,
Nice.
it'd be fun.
with your friends.
Yeah.
So like it's just you and your friends and the karaoke and you eat your drinks and your food, and that's great. Like I'll do that all day, every day.
Okay.
But I've only had
Right.
real karaoke once. It was when my husband and I were in Antigua, and it was like a boutique resort. So I have to tell the stories. It's so embarrassing. So it's a very small like boutique resort, and they do very fun activities at night. And one night was karaoke, and obviously we're kid free. We're like, yeah, like 10 mimosas in over the course of the
Vibes
day.
are good.
We're like, we can do karaoke because everybody at the resort was getting up to do their song. So we picked a song. I don't even know what he picked. I think it was like Zach Brown Band or something.
Mm.
Anyways, it was terrible. It was so terrible. And then this girl from Toronto came up. I was like Aretha Franklin. It just turned into the tea show. She sang like 10 songs. People were, it was a concert. She went
Wow.
up right after us. It was so mortifying.
I've never seen someone take over the stage at karaoke
Yeah.
before.
People were like,
Right?
we have tea. And she was just like belting any song out. And we just skumped back to her. Actually, no, but I'll never do it again after that. It's not for me,
Funny.
but I will come and watch you guys do it. So let me know
Yeah.
when you're going.
That's a woman who knows how badass she is. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I think that exclusive room karaoke that sounds great.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well,
But I'm
that's
down.
where it originated. Karaoke. It's Korean.
Yeah,
originally, right?
probably.
I'm pretty
Like
sure.
Asian. Because my uncle is Japanese and he loves karaoke.
Mhm.
It's in his basement.
My type of karaoke is like rock band. Have you guys ever played rock band?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
never done it.
For many years after we bought our house, we did like New Year's parties, and it was like there was always rock band set up, and you just come
Yeah.
down the stairs in the basement, and there's like 5 grown adults just jamming hard, and like you have someone singing the best they can, and it's
Yeah.
so fun.
Love it.
Actually, Richard, I have a photo of Emily and I from our I think in March when we went to the brokerage awards. We went to this like arcade in Barrie after, and we're playing rock band. And Jeff took a photo of us in the back.
That's someone you
Nice.
could never get to sing. Emily would never sing.
Oh no,
Even
we were
rock
just
band.
rock like the guitar. We were
Just the
not
guitar?
singing. Yeah, that
Sounds
reminded
fun.
me. I was like, I played rock band recently. Oh yeah, with Emily.
I would never leave that spot. I love
It was
rock
really
band. I
cool.
could sit there all
It was
day and play.
cool.
It seemed like a cool bar from what I've heard.
That's cool.
But
Are you
future
guys
rock band night at
musical at
Lynn's.
all? Is there music in you? No?
I love
There's-
music,
I-
but I'm not musical. No.
No, but right now I will say K-pop Demon Hunters has overtaken my home, and
Right.
there all day is my 2 girls like belting out every song at the top of their
Mhm.
lungs. Every day. Like, and they have a contest today who could sing louder. So
Oh my
like, I'm musical right now, but I'm not musical.
My house feels musical.
Yeah,
Do they dress up
and
as
they're
demon
trying
hunters
to
for
do,
Halloween?
I'm like, oh god.
Nice. Did they dress up as? Did you have to do the braid for Halloween? Did
You know
have to
what?
do
I
that?
convinced them, and this is
Ooh.
terrible, not to be a K-pop demon hunter for Halloween because I could not find a costume. They were sold out around the world, and I knew it was going to be cold. I was like, it's going to be so cold. I don't know how you're going to wear that costume inside. Our neighbor was, and she had her snowsuit over top, and
Oh,
so they were pretty happy that they decided to not do that.
okay, that's good.
Plus, pros like there was 8 roomies in my class. I was like, see,
Yes. We went to the school for like a walkthrough of all the costumes, and there was like every other girl with this
Was it
purple
good?
braid.
It's wild.
I did see
Some
a
were
lot
good, some were not good.
of K-pop.
Have you seen? I haven't seen it. Do I need to watch this?
It is.
No, I
Even-
haven't seen it.
You know, it is actually pretty good. Richard, have you seen? Yeah.
Yeah, my niece watched it. That's my boys are not into it, but my niece watched it, and I got glued. I
It
was
is
like,
pretty good. I mean, I think I'm about done with watching it now because I've seen it about 40 times.
My God.
It is a good movie for a kids movie, and definitely what I heard, like Sony dropped it and Netflix picked it up. Like they made a pretty big mistake. It's pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Netflix, man, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. So
Right?
good story, good music, good animation, like funny for the adults.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's fine.
There's some like innuendos, so it's funny.
Nice. That was something I always looked to Shrek to. Shrek nailed that. It was like a great kids movie that just like had something for the parents taking the kids. Not
Holds
that
up
I was,
so well.
I mean, I was a child when it came out, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You learned to love it in a new way.
I rewatched that recently, and holy, it's just so good. Like, whoever created that, like, it just set something in motion for comedy. I don't know. It was so good. Yeah, so we got the 9 to 5 struggle or insanity, if you will call it.
Yeah.
9 to 12, right?
But 9 a.m. to 9 a.m.
I've done the bar thing, you know. I worked at the bank and I was bartending on the side for years, and it was a good mix because the bank's so serious. And then you go to the bar and it was like you could be a little bit immature, a little bit like loose, and I love the vibe. I actually wanted to just be a server, but the lady that run the business, she hired me as a bartender for some reason. She saw something in me, and I just used to have a blast on there. And people would be like, "Yo, you know how to make this drink?" I'd be like, "No, I'm not a bartender. I'm a banker, but I'll try. I'll try my best." And yeah, it was a good time. You know how it is. People ask you for crazy things, and you're like, "I'll Google it, I guess, and try." I don't know. They expect you to be like mixing everything, just like a pro, and I'm like, I'm just a guy that works at a bank. This is my second job, man. But crazy life. I don't know. People do that for like 20 years. How do they do that for 20 years? It's crazy.
It's a lifestyle.
You gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
I served for one summer or bartended, and I will no.
You have to be
It can
like
break some people.
that part too, I think. Like you have to like hosting people.
I like hosting people.
Mm.
I do like hosting people. I know.
I don't want to host strangers, except I don't know.
Well, if you're there now, or not.
Right.
So if you were a beverage, what beverage would you be and why?
Oh, I'm a Sauvignon Blanc for sure.
Yeah, that's because that's all you drink.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Or an espresso martini.
It's in your blood.
Okay.
Ooh,
I love me a good espresso martini. That's
you get lots of things. I don't
What
know.
would I be? Because I'm a wine drinker too. I like a Chardonnay.
I
or
feel like you're a
Pinot.
Cab Sav. You're like a red wine.
I don't like red wine.
No, but you are a red
I am a red wine. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it.
because you're classy and bold. Get better with age.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're such a red wine.
Write that on your piece of paper.
yes.
Cool. Okay, what about you guys? What's your if you were a drink? What would it be? Guinness.
I'm leaning towards like, well, no, I think a Guinness would be too serious for me. I have a lot of feelings, so I think I'd probably like fall under like the daiquiri, like probably like a strawberry daiquiri, just like a little like fun and fruity. No, flirty, but like also like a good beverage to dive into if you have like you want a good cry,
Yeah.
like a good like self-pity party.
Yeah.
Flirty is definitely the word I would say for you, Ben. You have
Girl,
a flirty
you crush it.
personality, so I think that's a good fit. I don't know, for myself, I probably like simple drinks. I'm a liquor guy, probably whiskey, like maybe an old fashioned or something.
You was like
With
on the rocks.
that mustache, 100%.
Great scotch.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
could see that.
Speaking of the mustache, you guys, I don't know if your husbands are doing or partners are doing
No,
mustaches
We've
at
been
all.
there. We've done that. We just donate the money. Actually, Jeff does a hockey tournament for it or something. You can't grow a mustache.
Yeah, I didn't tell Emily. I just today was
I was
some of my friends were doing it, and they're just riding me about not having a mustache. So I spontaneously did this today, and Emily came home for lunch, and she was like, "Why? Why'd you do
Hello.
that?" She just had a feeling, I think, that I was going to do it. I've done it in the past, and I'm not a mustache guy, but
It's funny
down to
because
give it a go.
I disagree.
yeah, Reed at our office has been talking about asking people, polling people if you should do a handlebar mustache. So Emily was
Yeah.
probably like, it was in her head.
He's
like,
the one that influenced me.
do
He
it.
was giving me a
Yeah,
hard time yesterday.
okay. Yes, because
Yeah.
you guys are friends. So I was like,
I'm
see,
glad he did.
he knew it was coming.
Man, someone told me it looked like a strong mustache today. On one guy from my office, he was like, "That's a strong mustache." It's like, all right, cool.
I wonder if like people would say that to women. Like, that's a strong bun you have today.
A strong button. A great ponytail.
Well,
Wow,
yeah.
that's so funny.
The hard thing about a handlebar is just you gotta get the level out, and you gotta make sure it's even, because like
Mm.
the awkwardness of going up to someone and it's like this. I
Right.
don't want to. Yeah. So I'm like,
Would you go
Mm.
down to the chin or the
Well,
jaw?
yeah, naturally, and I don't know, just for women, when you shave your face, especially like a full shave, I don't know about you, but I always do the sides first. So then I have this goatee. You got to see what the goatee looks like, and then you're just like,
Right.
nah, not a
Mhm.
thing. And you got to take out a little bit more. So yes, at some point it actually was like down here, and I had it like kind of puffy out here. God awful. Never sharing that to the world.
Aw.
So yeah, this is where it ended up. And yeah, you could keep going. And you're like, what's too high? What's too low? I don't know. No one teaches. I don't know about you, but my dad never taught me how to shave. You just said like you had to
There's
shave one day
definitely an
and
art to it, I
figure it
feel
out.
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like a
That's what
trend.
YouTube's for.
A lot of way more people have facial hair now than I feel like they ever did.
I feel like the mustache and the beard is like making a
Mm.
comeback in men.
Yeah.
It's laziness, honestly. Like
trend.
beard to
Oh my
me is
God.
laziness.
Have you seen
Like, I
the
don't wanna
price
shave
of
every day.
razors? My God. Inflation is here to stay, people.
The honestly worst part is cleaning up the hair. I put like a whole mat down to make sure there's no hair left in the bathroom.
Wow.
I was just gonna say that drives
That's
me crazy. I
impressive.
always
Yeah.
know when Jeff shaved, and he's like, "I did clean it." I'm like,
No, they never.
It's so
get it.
hard.
you can see it.
It's like shaving your legs on the counter. Like imagine shaving your legs on the counter, right? And like dealing
Right.
with that. Like I
Yeah,
start shaving
Gary
in the
moves in the
bathtub.
shower.
that's smart.
Yeah, he puts it. We got a mirror.
I need that. 100%.
There still manages hair gets into the sink somehow. I don't know what happens there. But
After it just rubs, oh shit, all the hair comes off. Yeah. Oh, that's something, again, like just, I wish my dad, like, it's not like I didn't have a present dad. It just never sat down and was like, here, shave your face. So yeah, I was watching YouTube videos to learn how to shave my face. Thank God I had that, I guess.
think
Right?
that stuff. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
My mom taught me about.
How to shave your legs.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
I was
makeup.
Women or moms just care more. That's just the basis of it. At least though that generation.
Maybe. I got lucky. I've got a
I
good
don't
one.
That's nice. I have two sisters, so there was some trials, I think, of hard times in the teens, but now they're kind of buddies. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's the same for
Yeah, I
everybody.
was definitely like not a good daughter at one point.
Yeah. No, my sister had bars on her window when she was 16.
Oh God.
She snuck out one too many times. My dad was like, "I'm gonna put bars in your window." She's like, "Oh yeah, like try it."
He
He
did.
followed through.
That's awesome.
Jeez.
Son of a bitch.
The best though is that we get to have these like storytelling.
Yeah.
My mom will be like, "You what?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Well, we're good."
I love that. When you get older and you can admit these things to your parents and there's no repercussions.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they had no idea. So good. Yeah, I got some other things to talk about. Yeah, I think Jess, I was looking at some of your social medias and stuff like that, just getting a vibe about who you guys were and whatnot. You guys are both pretty active on there, sharing your life, which is cool. That's a weird thing. I'm sure you guys said people talk about social media. How much do you share? What's too much, right? What's the right vision into someone's life without sharing everything? But I noticed, Jess, you have quite a bit of education. I saw like your first ever post. You kind of talk about these 3 sets of education you have.
Yeah.
And how do you get down that road of all that education? Do you just love school and how does it into your business now? Like, how do you use that education?
Yeah. It's I definitely didn't think I was going to be here when I left high school. I went to the University of Toronto and was like, I'm going to be an archaeologist, which was like the
That would've been
dream.
sick.
Yeah. So I do have a minor in archaeology, but after 2 years into that program, thinking, I'm going to work at a museum and travel the world and do all this stuff, I switched. And in hindsight, I'm like, it was difficult. So I was like, oh, and I had some new interests because you go to school at 17, 18 and you're like, this is what I'm going to be. And then you're like 20 and you're like, wait a minute, like, no. So switched into some urban planning and kind of followed that through. It seemed a little bit more practical at the time. And it was, and then followed through with a postgrad in sustainable building technology and development. Worked in that sector, kind of engineering for a while until we had kids. It's engineering in Toronto. I did large scale construction only. So hospitals, universities, mostly. Not really a market up here for that.
Right.
Fair.
When we moved,
That's heavy stuff.
Yeah, it was long days. It was very stressful, and very male dominated. So that actually does feed into kind of a bit of the Elle aspect too. But love my team there. But long days and not that understanding of like when I was pregnant and I'm there from 8 and it's like 6:30 and I'm like dizzy and not feeling well. They're like, "What do you mean you got to go home?" I'm like, "I'm pregnant and I was supposed to be home 2 hours ago." Like, so just not the same level of understanding, but very stressful. And then after we had my son, we moved back to Midland. Definitely couldn't work in that field anymore. I tried to, but they're like working remotely. No, nobody does that.
Little did they know.
2 years later, little did they know, right? Anyways, it was kind of a decision to, I said, well, what about real estate? Because I've always been obsessed with development and new developments, architecture and real estate. And Jeff was like, remember when you said this before you went to your post grad and you didn't do it? We could have been billionaires by now. And I was like, too slow, but the time is right. So went through for that. And yeah, they all tie together nicely. I'm the resident zoning realtor for sale in Georgia Bay. If anyone has any planning questions, they know to kind of look to me.
And archaeologists.
But
If they
apparently,
need anything dug up in the backyard.
radiocarbon date and artifacts from 10 million years ago, I can also help.
Great.
They do
I
plan.
love
I
that.
think the big thing about education is whatever you do, if you can stick it out and finish it, the credibility it shows to your character is very important in life. Whatever it is, that you've taken the time to dedicate yourself to something, and it shows commitment, it shows, success, and that you value your life. So big advocate for education. Also now an advocate for not jumping into the first thing after high school. Like explore all the options. Like university is not the best for everybody.
Preach.
So like,
What did you go to school
and
for,
it's
Ben?
so
I
nice
think you went
to
to
see that polytechs and colleges are, at the forefront as well and giving options to people, right?
Right. Ben, you went to
Totally.
university, didn't you?
I absolutely did. Put my health science degree to great use.
Right. We all have, but you know what? This is then you got to tell yourself what I tell myself. It shows my character, my strength of character and determination. I did this.
Worth all that money.
Right? Right. Well, no, see, it was basically just a giant ploy to meet my wife. That's all it was. I got my MR degree, as they say. Yeah.
Nice. As someone that doesn't have any secondary education, I respect the hell out of it.
Same.
But I was like you, Jess. I wanted to go to school to be a history major. I want to be a teacher. And I put all my university applications in, got accepted, went and looked at the universities. And then I was like, damn, am I really going to spend all this money to go into a job where I might not, or go into a field where I might not get a job? Like it was really competitive. And so I dropped out. And
so you were told you're never going to be a teacher when we.
That's right.
Now they're
it seemed
desperate.
like you would be 35 before you were a teacher. And so, dropped out and then end up just getting in the bank at a really young age. And it kind of changed everything for me. But there was another world where my dropout I went the wrong way and was, doing something else. Things work out weird like that.
And then we never would have met. Oh, Richard.
Actually, I met Emily at college as well. So I went to college for business and we met there. And then I dropped out after a year because too much debt, and I'm just not a debt guy. I just couldn't take the debt. So I left and got just worked through the bank. Yeah. So we got our wives through school. That's cool.
There you go.
Weird how that happens. How did you guys meet your partners?
Oh gosh. Right in Toronto at my birthday party. His roommate was a friend of mine from high school. Jeff's from Midland too, but a couple years older. So his roommate came to my birthday party at the Brunny. If anyone's been to Toronto and been there, it's like a University of Toronto bar. It's like, if you're over 21, 22, like do not go there. You cannot go there. We tried to go back.
Noted.
It's actually now a pharmacy and doctor office, so no problems.
Okay.
So that's how we met. His roommate brought him along and we kind of just connected right away and spent the night talking at the bar together, and the rest is history.
Awesome.
Was there like a pickup line or anything?
But I'm going to be honest, it was my birthday. I don't remember.
Right. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. That's fair.
But knowing my husband, if you know him, he tries to be punny. So it probably was not very good. I probably feel sorry for him.
He's a funny guy.
He is funny.
Yeah, Jeff has great intentions.
Intentions?
But to have the balls. Intentions, yeah. But the balls to go up to the birthday girl at her birthday party and be like, that's the one I'm picking up tonight. Respect.
Or you know what? It was all a fuzzy. Maybe I went up to him.
Yeah. The details are a blur.
Cool. What about you, Courtney?
Gary and I met in the Canary Islands, actually. We were both on holidays.
It's more fun.
Yeah. I was traveling alone for 5 weeks and I met him. I was leaving the Canaries to go to Germany and I met him on my last Saturday night there. And, he bought me a drink and I beat him in pool. And then I found out after we were married that I, in fact, did not beat him in pool. That's kind of it. Yeah, crazy.
Nice. Do you guys, does that make a competitive spark between you two?
No, I'm really not that competitive, weirdly.
Did you grow up here or did like
Yeah.
how? Okay.
Yep. Born and raised in Penetang. Went to St. Anne's and St. T's. My mom was a Catholic school teacher. So it's very,
Nice.
yeah, yeah. So it was nice to travel. It's good.
Yeah.
I recommend. Yeah, get out of town, travel, come back.
Right.
They always come back.
I think we all have major ambitions for that. How could you not have ambitions to see this
Yeah.
beautiful world we have, right? The
Mhm.
cultures. I took a friend out to get sushi for the first time yesterday, and he's never had it. And to watch him struggle with chopsticks was
I
like
love
just
that.
never think about it. I'm like, let's go get sushi. And then he sees the chopsticks and he's just like, how do I use this? And just fumbling it. So funny.
That was funny.
Mm.
Love some good
Yeah.
soup.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Sakana House in Barrie.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's good.
I've been to probably 4 or 5 in Barrie. I don't know if I've been to all of them, but quite a few. And I would say
Mhm.
it's the most consistent. It's close to. It's the closest, which is nice.
I haven't tried the new one in Midland yet, but I really, really want to.
Good.
That's good.
Have you guys been?
Minges is my favorite.
Yes, I've been
Mhm.
twice to the new one. We got takeout once with the kids, which was delicious, but so expensive. My kids eat so much sushi, like, and they don't want like California rolls. Like, they want the legitimate
They want-
Right.
They're such good eaters.
Premium.
premium. So it was a bit of a, it was a lot, but it was delicious. We usually go to Sakana House because it's all you can eat, and they can have their like 25 pieces of sashimi, and I can just sit back. So.
Right.
But it is good.
I think I don't know for this for sure. I just heard that the sushi place is actually run by the kids of the owner of Minji's. I heard that. I don't know for sure, but I heard that they're
Starting a rumor here on the Open House podcast.
Also heard that the kids of the, or some relation to Minji's is opening a Vietnamese restaurant that's coming soon.
Maybe.
Ooh.
That's coming where the Times Cafe was.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a Vietnamese restaurant in there. And somehow they're tied to Minji's.
Bring us all the good
They're
food.
taking over, but with good food, so go for it.
Yes. That was just for context. My wife and I'm from Northern Ontario originally, but we were living in the city. We were in Hamilton and we made the move here about 4 years ago. And our biggest complaint was like the lack of food diversity. And I feel like it's slowly getting there.
Yes.
Actually,
Very slowly.
I remember
Yeah.
when
Explorers Cafe is changing too.
it's,
They're right next to me, and it looks like an Indian cuisine going in there too. So there are lots of options. Spice
know,
Bar was
right?
good. I went to Spice Bar recently
I
downtown.
haven't been there yet, but it
Oh,
looks,
that's good to know.
it looks good. Looks like they've kind of made it look a little
They
more.
did really good work in there. It looks unrecognizable, so nice,
Yeah.
and the food was really, really good.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay.
I know. I'm glad
Sorry,
to
Courtney, we're talking about your competition. I'm sorry.
Oh no, more the merrier.
Yeah. I know it's good because it gives a sense. Like when Jeff and I first moved back here, we were like painting our house, like clothes on the house, and we're like, look, we're gonna renovate this house in one night. And then it was like 8:00, and we walked downtown thinking like we'd do what we did in Toronto. We just like pop in for a couple drinks. It was 8:00 on like a Thursday, and everything is closed. And I just remember standing out front of Selling and being like, we have made a mistake.
Right.
But
It's a shocker for a lot of people that move here, how little there is to do.
Yeah.
We're open 7 days a week, and you know that.
Well, and past 8 p.m. But
Yes.
but it was just, oh gosh, that's a core memory. But it's so much better now, which is nice. So many more options. Yeah.
Yeah, there was another world where I bought Cellarman's, actually. I almost bought it in 2019 when it was for sale. I always had this, like, after bartending and everything, I had this, like, ambition to own a bar at some point. And I almost bought it. I love Cellarman's. The vibe was great. Me and my wife used to go there a lot for chicken wings. And I think I dodged a bullet. We were pregnant with her first, so I think I dodged a bullet not only because of that, because that changed her life for more than we could imagine. But then COVID hit, and that would have been a nightmare. Yeah.
Right.
Seems to come up on this podcast because everybody's life kind of changed in a bit of a different way.
It did. Yeah.
I feel like for everyone, there was like life before COVID and then life after COVID. Yeah.
Like after COVID, where you're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
Never would have thought about this before.
So conscious of the time here, but I have a question that I'm gonna steal from Richard here because I think it's a really great question. If you were, we haven't talked about age. I'm assuming you're not 20, but if you were 20 again, would you start a business here? Would you leave? If you were to do it all over again, what would you do?
Oh.
I would probably be doing, actually, my husband and I were talking about this the other day. We like sometimes our dates are like at home as they are. We were asking each other questions, and this was one of the questions. And I was like, I honestly, if I knew what I knew now and what I liked and believed in myself, I would have gone to school still somewhere for
Mhm.
creative writing and literature and that kind of stuff. 'Cause that's a huge passion of mine, and just followed that stream wherever it took me. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm.
Right,
What are you
smut.
doing in your spare time right now?
I'm taking creative writing courses at the University of Toronto right now. So
Sweet.
Okay. Sorry, I need to know more about this.
another podcast.
What right.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
what's what kind of creative like is it like are we looking like stories like,
I started it. Well, I wanted to do it about a year ago, and that thing, the imposter syndrome. I was like, no, you don't need to do this. You're a realtor. And then in the summer, I was like, no, I want to do this, and I'm very accountability driven. So I felt that it would encourage me to just write on your own because anyone can write. You have a computer paper, like you don't need to be professional, but I like that it gives me that. So I guess maybe I do like education, Richard, structure
Mhm.
and the
You definitely do.
accountability, right? You're an adult doing, continuing education courses. So it's on you. You don't want to do it. The instructor doesn't care. So, but I went into it thinking like I have all these ideas and I love writing, always have to write like long form, like novels, etc. But I'm really intrigued by some other, like short story. The short story is super intriguing right now. Getting it all in kind of a really short, um,
Oh.
and surprisingly, guys, poetry. Which if you know me, you're like, Jess. I do like it though.
cool.
It's a challenging, very challenging. So I'm enjoying it. The courses I'm taking now it's kind of exposing you to a lot of different styles and genres. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm just keep carrying on.
Cool. That's so cool.
All right, Courtney,
Um
you're 20. What's 20 look like for Courtney?
I probably would have traveled a little bit more before. I mean, I guess, yeah, I probably would have liked to travel a little bit more. Um, I think I would be living in the city if I had to choose. Like I would have
Same.
stayed. There was a point in my life where I could have stayed or I could have come back, and I came back. And I sometimes think, oh, what would I be doing over there? I don't know. But my life.
any city in particular? Like in Toronto?
I love Toronto,
Mm.
honestly. I also feel like I could live in New York or like there's a life where I definitely lived in Paris for sure. Like, it's just like in me. I don't know. One day I will spend summers in Paris. It'll be a thing.
I
So
love that. Why not me? Why not me?
Yeah.
Living
Right?
there, right? So
you're
cool.
in
Toronto,
Italy.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Right? Live that Emily in Paris lifestyle.
so good.
I've never seen that. I know what it is.
What?
I don't watch TV. I'm not a TV person.
I'm not happy with Lily Collins right now.
Okay. I don't follow the media, so I don't know if she's doing some things. Okay.
I'm
Well,
not,
figure it out, Lily.
I'm not going to get into it on this.
No, fair. Fair enough.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Ben is an actor. So if he was 20 again, he
Ooh.
would be the future Blippy, I think.
Blippy. Oh my
You could be the
goodness.
Midlands like Nikki
The
Cobb.
mid
Yo, let's do it, Ben.
right? No thanks.
You do have a weird resemblance to like a striking resemblance to the new Blippy. You do kind of
It's
look
a-
like him.
You
Yeah,
think so?
see,
It's
I
a
think
kid.
so.
I don't think
I've never
so.
told you that before.
The new Blippy, maybe.
Yeah, the new
Is-
guy.
He's the guy with the glasses and
They all
the
have glasses. Oh,
Yeah,
you
they all
haven't
have
got to the
glasses.
Blippy yet?
No, we're big into Elmo and Sesame Street.
Oh, you're
Mm.
lucky.
You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, Blippy is coming in your future, and you'll be like, I mean, if anything, that man,
He's made
tons of money.
some appearances on Miss Rachel,
Mm.
right? There's been a few crossovers there, but we're trying to avoid that. Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
What's wrong with Blippy? What's wrong with Miss Rachel?
Nothing's wrong with
Absolutely nothing.
there's something going on with her because I've seen her lately. I've never ever heard of her.
She's just like mainstream now.
I mean, she's on Netflix, and I think she just won some kind of like Woman of the Year.
Must have won something because she's popping up
Yeah.
on my feed.
Yeah.
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 As a woman entrepreneur, great story. Her husband was like super successful. He's like a composer in New York, and
Yeah.
she was basically doing this bit of YouTube stuff, and he basically left his career to help support her build it. And then she ended up being like one of the most subscribed YouTubers for kids and just blew up her business. So yeah, good story. Should have her at the Elle Social, invite her out.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
She
Has
has her on
her
our
books
list.
and toys at Walmart now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
TV shows are not crap like Blippi. I'm sorry, Blippi, if you watch this.
Right.
Not personally attached to Blippi at all.
Trauma. COVID
Mhm.
year trauma also intermeshes with Blippi.
Okay.
Right. Fair.
Right. Yeah.
I'm so glad I don't know who this is.
That's okay. That's probably for the best.
Kids.
You wouldn't go search these things out on your own if you didn't have to.
The algorithm will pick it up now.
God.
It'll be like,
100%.
No. I'm going
and
to send it all
I'm
to
actually
you.
going to start sending you stuff.
Please don't.
Perfect.
I always end these off with a little bit of a few questions, just simple kind of answers. What is your favorite local event to go to? So anywhere in this area, what is your favorite public like local event, whether to take your family or to go yourself?
That's not ours. Yeah.
Fair. You can say yours if you want. If that's your favorite, it's your favorite.
I love First
Mhm.
Light.
I was going to say First Light.
First Light
I
is
like
great.
First Light.
I do like the Sweetwater Festival as well. Wine Marsh there.
Mm.
Kind of things like that showcase some more rural aspects of
I
our
really don't do a lot of any of that kind of stuff.
and
Do I?
Canada Day. I like nostalgia with Little Lake Park for
Yeah.
sure.
Right. Right.
I don't know. I do like First Light.
Right. You
Too.
on Flynn's, there's got to be a St. Patrick something going on. No?
Yeah, we do. I do stay.
Right.
Always. I think, yeah, anytime there's stuff like that going on, I'm working.
Mhm.
So I don't get to do all.
Yeah, being a business owner, especially owning a bar. But even you could just say music bingo is your favorite local event.
Favorite.
I feel like it might end up being my favorite if I go. Best business purchase under $100.
Like for your business or just
Yeah, something that's helped your business under $100. Something you just like picked up that you use a lot. Like what's that?
Maybe a label maker.
Mm,
Do like a
Labeling
good
things is
label.
nice.
I don't know.
yeah, it's hard
Best
under
business-
$100 because my business isn't overly physical. I was gonna
It's
say
not
like
overly cheap either.
Canva Pro, but it's over $100.
Canva for sure. Canva, yeah. I'm trying to think.
Advil, I don't know.
Bottle of
The
Kim.
wine you bought yesterday.
right.
Why don't you just say best purchase, period. Best purchase, period.
For business,
Inland business.
best
Mm,
purchase.
a good bag
Good
that holds it
business.
all. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not as like
What
overly
makes-
material. I'm just like if it serves a purpose, great.
I'm just really trying to think. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
terrible.
well,
I'm
Yeah.
really not good
Next,
at this.
next.
The best thing I did for myself in business, I will say, is I turned our old vault into an office. So I have an actual office, which I love. Because how many times you go into a restaurant and there's someone on a computer in a corner, and usually it's like the boss or whatever. There's no office.
Mhm.
So I think giving myself a space
Good one.
was really good. So I guess that's a purchase. I made it look cute.
Furnish it and
Yeah.
buy the
Right.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time in there, and like there's literally no windows. We're in an old banks.
yeah. I don't know if you know that, Ben, that used to be the TD originally, that corner building.
Oh, really? No, I didn't.
Two of the original vaults
Actually,
still there.
if you go to the branch, I don't know if you could ask, but they have a whole binder full of photos from that branch in the back
No
of all the old
way.
staff and everything like that. Yeah.
I've been
so
looking
you
for
could see it.
photos because I want to put a photo of the outside of the building in the pub.
I bet they're still there. I went through that back room so many times. I love old stuff, right? So I was just like looking through all these old photos, seeing all these old people, and even
Mhm.
people that I've met that were young back then. And yeah, I don't know if they would pull it out for you, but it's probably still there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Worth an ask.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just don't tell them I sent you.
Somebody sent us who used to work here, but
I got
doesn't.
an anonymous tip.
Yeah.
Dream house feature. What is something you want in your
Pool.
house?
Greenhouse.
A pool with a hot tub, a cold plunge, and a sauna.
Greenhouse.
Like my little spa cycle. Greenhouse?
Yeah,
And a
the
huge
spa.
garden, but like
I
a
want a
nice
spa at my house.
In that dream scenario, does it come with somebody to like maintain all those things? Because I'm currently the pool maintenance boy. Oh, great. Right. Fair.
A blue
That all
job.
adds up. A blue job, yes.
Listen,
You guys do that too?
and have blue and pink jobs, okay? There's like a fine balance.
Right.
I find blue jobs are just like generally all jobs for me. I don't know.
Well, Emily knows what
I
she's
know,
doing
I
then.
was like,
You can ask Emily about that. How do you get your husband to have all? Yeah.
We've got it recorded. Sorry, Richard.
No, it's not a lie, so it's totally okay.
no, and a lot of things too, speaking of it, like Jeff and I, my husband, talked about this too, where Richard, very similar to you, he's a very hands-on dad, but like he's like, well, I folded the laundry, I did this, I did the dishes, I did this. I'm like, that's amazing. Thank you so much. But have you scheduled the birthday parties and the play dates and paid the sports fees and organized the carpool and done all this? And what about holidays and Christmas and birthdays? And he's just like, well,
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
you know what? Yeah, maybe they're still gender based or just separated. Like one person takes on the more behind the scenes roles and one person takes on the front of house roles. And I think that's just healthy.
We like to refer to that as the emotional load.
I like that, Ben. Thank you. Yeah, I will.
Yes.
Now, as my emotional load is too full, I cannot fold that laundry.
Right?
I would really.
We all play our part. It's a team effort, right?
Yeah.
I love
Give
it.
me laundry
I think laundry is my least favorite thing to do.
over the emotional load.
I think that should be everybody's least favorite. If someone says they like to do laundry, they're a liar.
Right.
That's not a
Like
thing.
laundry over the full emotional load, though.
Yeah.
Right. No, 100%. Yeah.
For sure.
I don't cook, so I'm really good at dishes because I do like eating.
Yeah.
Right.
You do things, you do what you got to do to continue to be fed.
Is that a universal thing? Is that a universal thing where like one person, because that's how it is for us. I cook, Emily does the dishes. Is that for everybody? Is that?
We usually alternate too. Jeff will cook, I'll clean. Or he will start cleaning because he doesn't want to entertain the kids. And I'm like, all right, go play Lego.
There's always something to do.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm
There's
not
always something to do.
dishes, so I'll cook and be like, well, can you clean up? He doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't do dishes really. They just go in the dishwasher. Pots
Right.
and everything, I don't care. It's all going in there.
Nice. Well,
Nice.
yeah, I think we kind of come to time.
Yeah, we have taken a lot of your time. Thank you
Thank
It's
you.
so
wonderful.
much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
I hope this filled your first podcast fantasy or whatever that is.
Dreams,
Yeah.
goal, check. Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys both so much. I'm sure, we'll see you around the community in the near future. And Richard, I'm thinking Saturday might be a good day for karaoke. Think about it.
Come on out.
I know after all this karaoke talk, you want to get me up there so bad.
Yes.
I want to hear you guys. That's what I want.
I'm
Yeah.
out of
We're gonna
town
go up as a duo.
Yeah.
What's that song by Meatloaf? Dashboard Light.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so bad.
Paradise by the dashboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll do the female parts. How about that?
At the baseball, like slow motion.
We can do Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
There
I
you
think, Richard.
Okay.
I think that would be really good.
I would like a
The two of
video.
us. Yeah.
We're gonna be on video. Someone's gonna videotape us.
Right.
I'll video.
Everything lives everywhere. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you guys. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, ladies. Take care.
Good get, Richard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of great points. They're doing good. You know, a lot going on in their lives, but success is definitely a term I would use.
The more and more we do this too, I feel like an hour is just not enough time to like really like, dive into like, because like you want to hit everything and it's tough.
Well, the curiosity just kind of keeps going. And the more you talk, the more you uncover, the more questions. Yeah, there really isn't enough time. And that's why I feel like we will have people on multiple times. I feel like people will be back because just got more to uncover, more to chat about.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So I saw your camera fall at that one point.
Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties today, but we're getting there. We're figuring it out slowly. My
That's awesome.
screen keeps going blank throughout all this too, but I'm still hearing you guys, so I figure we're probably okay for the recording. If not,
I've seen you the whole time. You haven't cut out on my end.
great. That's perfect. Yeah, it just went black there again. So we've got a few things to figure out, but
Yeah, I learned a lot about Elle Social, and
yeah.
I think that's a great. Again, maybe this is something that Kate and Emily should pursue themselves, because I've tried to get Emily to go to some Elle Social events, and there's always a reason not to go. Kids a lot of the time, but something that we should be pushing a lot more.
Yeah. And for anyone listening, maybe we can grab a link to either their socials or something, and we can post that in the description of this podcast. So if you want to reach out to them, join their group, maybe go to one of their networking events, reach out to them and get on board.
They're clearly happy to have you.
Right. And I know entrepreneurship is lonely, and it's a lot, I'm not going to say easier, but it's a lot easier to deal with when you've got people with similar mindsets and, people you can bounce ideas off of in your corner.
I don't know if you noticed my heart women picture in the corner.
Oh, it's so subtle. I didn't. That's great.
I had the money sign on there before, but I thought today I will change it to loving women, just on the basis of the topics.
Nice.
Might be a thing from now on. I'll change it for every guest.
I like it. Good plan. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by our open house.
Please help yourself. Come in and have a good time the next time the house is open.
Bye.
Bye.